established himself major league in the DC game so far this year. They've been heavily tested early in the year with some great out-of-state competition.
And for
quality shot headed to Penn State. After Brian on attack, Jack Myers is a 3-year starter. While only a junior, he's also a team captain.
That they have some stars as well. You don't establish what they've done. Star power.
From a defensive midfield position. Next is Jack Parr, senior attackman. McDonogh over the last, I think, that's a sensational player. Great speed, tremendous shot with both hands. He's a natural lefty. He's a terrific player.
We'll be back with the opening face-off here on CSC Detail for marketing, public relations, logistics, and cleanup. Corrigan Sports Enterprises. The MIAA Lacrosse Championships return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field this May. Log on to MIAALacrosse.com for schedule and ticket information. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow.
We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
It's been 3 years since the first time, yet the mission of the game has stayed the same. The next Courage game will take place in Providence, Rhode Island. We'll be there to play fast with purpose. Will you?
Of the turf fields that everybody has, like Gilman's
McDonogh.
Very much so, but they've been terrific on ground.
Exchange pleasantries. We'll get into some of the background stories there.
McDonogh and Boys Latin played St. Andrews, where he was a 8th grader starting on the varsity.
Certainly very and respect the anthem and give it what it deserves.
Sure, absolutely.
And Lacrosse All Stars bringing you the action. Booker Corrigan and Bob Shriver. Gonzaga, the visiting team, will be in their purple. They have on their shorts.
I can't see that far.
First quarter of every game, every time, is brought to you by Kelly and the Bob.
Yeah, some terrific games early in the season. We've only done 2, but both of them have been really games.
Yeah. Number 12, Connor Mulcahy. And, of course, Ollie Abramson in white for the McDonogh Eagles. He's a senior.
Right away, we cross players. The problem is Gable Braun doesn't give them much of a chance to get involved.
And the
face-off man, Gilday did a great job getting the ball to 14 and just play into the.
Call that a Paris Hilton.
Oh my goodness! 2 in a row.
And now we get a play-on scenario.
I've seen, and that's the first time in any game we've watched where somebody has beaten Braun to the draw. Not once, but twice.
In a row. This is Kyle Borda, number 3. across the top.
Both big, strong guys. McDonogh switched there. Little give and go. Great save by Abrams.
Abramson kicking out. You see a kid go get a fundamental, well-scooped ground ball. It all starts at the top.
Well, as we league, they've won it like 6 years in a row, and it would appear that they're going to win it again this year.
Alt with a nifty little. McDonogh now on offense for the first real chance today. Jack Simmons possesses.
Right here with the ball. It's a big strapping kid who also possesses a really good shot. Quick to slide. That time Rock came all the way across the front of the goal to try to slide to Powderly's back.
It moves it across the top.
They got a shorty stuck on Sweeney, one of McDonogh's starting attackmen.
There, Bob. And he's gonna shot, goal, top side.
Talk about it all the time. You get to the working his way till he eventually gets top side. The defender up there covering his mid.
Go to kellyway.com to learn how they can help you. That's what they want to do. That's why they're in it. Galvin seems to have figured a couple things. First two behind now with Powderly. Over to Sweeney and they'll rest. And let's be honest, just like a good coach is a gift, a good teacher's a gift. And Mitchell gains possession back, moves it quick.
Throw the ball to the open man. He swings it over the top. Dump down to Sweeney. He's got to step down 8 yards.
Gilday grinding away with Braunen. McDonogh gains possession. Jack Parr up top.
This could be a turnover. Possession for Gonzaga.
Jack Myers and now Townsend, two guys we talked about in the open. All patient with it, back up to Borda. Myers, great moves around the outside. Back with Borda. Shot on the outside, Abramson gobbles that up.
Bounce stop save that.
McDonogh with the clear, great.
Eyes up, looking to find an open man. Hands are held high. He's ready to feed as soon as he catches the ball. Throwing it to the open man. Parr, as we said in the opening, is a tremendous left-hander.
Like that. And played good counsel.
McDonogh changing their second midfield a little bit. This time they have Dane Swanson. Look at this guy. He's a for those.
Oh, great tic-tac-toe passing. The Eagles. For everybody to take one.
Beautiful contested ground ball pickup by Coach Hilgardner's son. Over to Parr, to Sweeney.
Best rivalries in high school lacrosse. The actions with the tomorrow. Play for a championship today. Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a full-service sports marketing and management mission. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Corrigan first goal real early, but McDonogh has kind of made him pay for it ever since. Possession. And they slide up the field, and Townsend's looking to make them pay. Meyer shot, ooh, just high.
I got to perform.
McDonogh with the clear. Third midfield line now in for the Screaming Eagles. They get three midfield lines in the first quarter.
Well, it's a great strategy. Get guys involved in the game, get them feeling pretty good to play. And this also keeps everybody engaged, especially when you come to practice. You know you're going to get a chance to play. It's a great strategy. He's inverting here a little bit. They're going to try a little two-man game. Now they got the switch that they were looking for. Powderly on a shorty.
Diagonal, no dice. That's unfortunate.
It was a bad play by Myers. Instead of stepping to the pass, he actually stepped down towards the end line, and he didn't have.
Alex Pitts doing the clearing, and he gets it over to Sweeney. Griffin Catlett, the junior, number 23 here. Grinded, rolls back lefty, looks diagonal, doesn't like what he sees. Gets it to Parr. Catlett probes, retreats. Redodge.
Down and plays on close defense. He's just made two really terrific plays, knocking down a pass there before, and then he that.
At Kelly, we provide integrated total benefits, payroll, and workforce management solutions for employers.
At Whole food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial
Commercial and personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information and contact and advise.
The next Courage game will take place in Providence Island. ESPN Sports Center featured piece. We'll be there to play fast with purpose. Will you?
Brought to you by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Go to FCALax.com.
There was, again, a 40. And first save, your goaltender for the.
This is Big Will Rock. I tell you, he draws a crowd.
Big kid, my lord.
Fielder. Shot. Nice save, Everson. Like you said, he is.
He's got a really above average shot. Natural lefty. That was a right-handed cannon. He's going to plant here in a second.
Here's Catlett. Up the field. It's Harrison. Gets it from Harrison. Now it's pushed down to the attack. In a bit too long, and B.J. Farrar closed that gap up. B.J. Farrar will come up with this.
screen. Jackson's actually, both he and Matt Hillgardner are really attackmen by trade, but they're offensive.
Inside feed, shot, goal. Great finish by Jack Parr. Go do that voodoo that you do so well.
Well, here's this matchup. Again, things don't necessarily have to be in his stick all the time. He's actually much more.
Second quarter brought to you by FCA Lacrosse Fellowship Christian Athletes, huddles, camps, teams, building three-dimensional athletes and for the game.
Well, I think so. That time he took the ball back. Possession is much more important than going. Good job by 20, really.
Flag flies. That'll be a Royal Farms and up. And here's Sweeney. Looks to flip to Mitchell, but fakes it. Now he gets it to him. Scores. Liam Powderly.
Right there. Kay didn't really see that very well. I think he was in.
He's got the whole.
Stuck down here with a shorty covering one of your covered by a shorty. This is a matchup McDonogh is very happy about. Yep. He's forced to push him into the crease. Really time, and McDonough's taking full advantage of it.
This man up brought to you by Royal Farms. Be sure to pick up a to Finley's stick.
They're going to go off sides here. Oh, he got there.
Gonzaga takes a quick timeout. This man up brought to you by Royal Farms. The reward card. Sign up today.
The Intercollegiate Men's Lacrosse Coaches Association will be presenting its first ever recruiting seminars. Go to imlcanationalcup.com to learn more. The IMLCA National Cup is more
three-dimensional athletes and coaches. The IMLCA National Cup, opportunity enough to sit down with Hopkins head coach Dave Petromal and talk about a lot of the different. Bob, what are you thinking they're going to try and do here?
Well, they give him the ball to 26. Nick Yana, who is young. They ate up the penalty. Now we're all even. Gonzaga. Where did that ball?
The ball hits the attackman behind the cage.
No way. I didn't see it.
And it goes right to
this window here. I just couldn't see that play.
The finish.
Sorry.
Just that's okay. The viewer can see that, but you're right, Bob. It's like a
here. Donna taking full advantage of that. Sweeney dumps it down to Powderly.
We talked about the you released last time. You like the Royal Farms in a certain area. I spun by there. You got a crowd, Bob. You got a crowd at your farm store. Find your farm store and get your rewards card. You have a rewards card yet?
Another goal.
Finishes and scores, and we're right on the angle.
Of the goalie for another goal. I can tell you Gonzaga hasn't been on a short end of too many games in the last couple years, and they're on the short. Tremendous athletic program
Yep.
in general, real tough kids. They won't give it up.
I grow the game.
I grow the game.
We grow the game. And the Under Armour All-American tryouts for Baltimore FCA Lacrosse. Absolutely fantastic organization working to build three-dimensional athletes.
But here they pitch up again. They got Sweeney being covered by a short stick. Here he is on the wing.
Powderly catching the ball.
Inside again, and he changed up and went high, and Mulcahy held his ground and made a real
F. Be a great time to make something happen.
I apologize. He said it to Marquette to stay Fairfield or Marquette Jesuit tradition.
Yeah.
So there's
Chris Rock pressuring the ball. You don't want to overcommit either. These
who plays short stick defensive midfield got an opportunity to stay on the field. McDonogh didn't want to sub because the clock down.
Yeah, and the defender didn't get his fists up on him when he planted to shoot. You want to slap the gloves.
And so it's a different surface, and no matter how much warming up he gets before a game, it's just not like game speed and
screen.
But we said it really early in the first quarter that he was on his game.
Yep.
He was on
Yes,
everything. Made a couple really quality.
LaxAllStars.com. We'll be back with halftime and the interview with Dave Petramala from the IMLCA. To the tryouts to recruit talented lacrosse players. College recruiting is too competitive. Hopkins head coach Dave Petramala. Coach, you've been in the business for a long, long time. Is there a veteran coach that you look to or go to?
Group, and I certainly have mine. I've had the distinct pleasure of being around a lot of great ones. I played for one and have worked through my sophomore year. Was tremendously disappointed when he left us to move on. You might think a lot of it's X's and O's and very defensive oriented, but to be quite frank, it's been more philosophical and approach. It was almost kind of like you needed to pinch yourself to make sure this was all real, and it's just become a valuable. I mean, how can you not lean on a guy who's the premier perspective, but how to handle situations, and then the other one is my dad. My father, is my hero, and anyway, as he's very quick to share his advice, but usually it's pretty sound. So those are. I'm a Johns Hopkins alum.
Yeah.
I'm the head coach of Johns Hopkins. For me, you can't.
Corrigan Sports Enterprises. You've been in the business for a long, long time. Is there a veteran coach that you look to or go to?
And I certainly have mine. I've had the distinct pleasure of being around a lot of great ones. I played for one and worked for my through my sophomore year. Was tremendously disappointed when he left us to move on to Princeton, but I think we've all defensive oriented, but you know, to be quite frank, it's been more philosophical in approach and how to handle and make sure this was all real. And it's just become a great friendship. And he's a guy who's you know, the premier, you know, football coach in the NFL at the highest level. A little different perspective, but how to handle situations. And then the other one is my dad. You know, my father. You know, and do here. Dad tends to offer his advice anyway, as I'm sure you know.
Yes.
Most fathers do. He's to share. I'm the head coach at Johns Hopkins. You know, from now, and I look out and I think about the countless first team, you know, so on and so forth. William Schmeiser. It's hard not to pick Johns Hopkins. And then game day, it's an electric area. It's 40, 50 kids sitting there asking for your autograph and asking for your stick, your glove, your socks, your shoes.
I was one of those kids one day.
So yeah, I think you can.
At halftime at McDonogh School. And let's take a look at the highlights today.
This is the only play out again here. Great ball movement by McDonogh. Sweeney stepping down for an 8-yarder. Room and Sweeney, a little tic-tac-toe. Nice little unsettled situation. Here's Sweeney finding settle. Powderly just steps his stick, really steps. He's on the goal line extended, puts his stick around the goal, shoots. That looked like a carbon copy of the one we just watched. And this is the last goal of the
having an 8-1 lead and getting the ball in your stick. Third quarter brought to you by Diversified Insurance Industries. They craft custom packages of your insurance. Go to DII-off.
And there's Finley, who picked up that first face-off in the first half and fed the ball to Myers for the be the beneficiary of Finley. He's committed to Johns Hopkins, actually.
I like that you were paying attention.
And he gets the ball out really nicely up over the top. Pretty clear. Catlett and Pitts, all juniors in their first group. Simmons gets
inside, skip pass, inside feed, shot, goal. I got it made. If Jesus paying LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne. Yep. And they really did draw. Bob, how do you create that, or is that somewhat spontaneous?
The ball's out of their stick immediately to a guy, and in that case, Sweeney found the next guy that was open, wide open.
Here for the duration, keep things.
No, what Coach Hillgardner needs to do is make sure he keeps his wife happy. We noticed that, you know, plug the dike a little bit.
Yeah, little Timmy Merciel,
excuse me. The superintendent at the United States Naval Academy, and he played football with Roger Staubach.
A lot of our viewing audience doesn't know Roger Staubach, Heisman Trophy winner from Navy, quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. And there was a bunch of nobodies. Deflected on its way, and Tim Merciel starting the second half. He's got to feel okay about that one.
Throwing moment he stepped off sides. He did the right thing. He stepped down here on defense. That offside penalty.
Turn of pick up a Rural Farms rewards card today and register your card to earn every
first extra man. McDonogh has elected to shut off number 8, Jaggers. The poles, great little goose there.
Gonzaga comes up with it.
Good ground ball by great. Did just then by playing a shutoff. See Haverford, traditional power in Philly, so they are clearly. Kurt Brune, a sophomore left-handed attackman, he ran through a couple really nice defenders who were just.
They waved off the penalty. They were going to call it a hold
Or a little push or something, yes. For the fans' perspective, and for Gonzaga's too.
And probably for Coach Hilgardner wouldn't
Yep.
mind if they picked up, close it a little bit.
Really well. Luke Gilday's had a really good game, I think. He's given Braun as much of a battle as we.
And Mickey Deegan doing a nice job setting us up, making sure that we have everything we need to bring you the game you want to see.
The McDonogh defender and covering Townsend, excuse me.
Borda got a little bit of a step, retreats with it. Packages, go to dii-ins.com for details. Still has
That's a fresh. That's another freshman on McDonogh's team, Jackson Bonnets, who gets some run at pole. First under him, the top down to his hip, really hard, especially when.
Turnover created that time by number 6, Sam Sweeney. Also a tremendous football.
Oh, no, it wasn't Finley. Excuse me. Number 24, Joey
Oh,
Murphy.
Steve on the inside.
Sure. What?
Dagger or
Excuse
McDonogh?
me.
Or Hood?
No, McDonough's coming down here on extra man. Somebody.
Okay.
Now I'm guessing that they're going to roll him.
Inside feed deflected. And we need
Needs to get 30 seconds. We'll rock coast a couple times.
And that's going to be off. He's got a great day. Their whole family went to Gonzaga. So it'll be interesting. I spoke with Coach O'Neill.
Yes.
Borda shares it. And made the inside feed, and there's Lynch.
There's Lynch. Who got caught ball watching there. He's
Another
stuck
look
behind
at
the
it.
guy.
Yeah.
Great cut by 10. Good. Face
But
off.
now they're going to go offense, right?
Face off unit. Well, they need the ball.
Roll the dice, play some offense. Played on 103, but we lost 3 times. They haven't lost in 106. I'm hearing the same thing. Mac Ford, the coach over at NDP. Roanoke, we still played Carolina. End of the third quarter, 11-3 your score. Booker personal insurance, risk management, and specialty programs. Get more information featured from the River City Sportsplex 12 turf fields. Your high school and youth level team, every team, and by Gatorade. Go to cselax.com for details and register now.
Market. We believe in food that's naturally beautiful, fresh, and nutritious. So there are no colors.
Varsity Sports Network rankings. Bob, what jumps out at you?
Well, McDonogh's number one where they belong. The only loss they have is to one record to start. They had a nice win the other day against Bronxville High School from New York in the One Love Day event at Gonzaga. That's his right to Powderly. That's his 5th goal on the day. He was the beneficiary of being in the right place at the right time.
And we are back at the face-off 4th quarter, brought to you by Whole Foods. Whole Foods, a proud sponsor of the game of the week. Gonzaga comes to early 4th quarter action. Booker Corrigan and Bob Shriver bringing you the call.
Excuse me, Gonzaga used another
now at the college level at Penn State, if I'm not mistaken.
That's where he plays. Nick was sides. McDonogh was just off sides.
It's easy for my that.
Powderly's still on the field, but we're seeing George Ward.
Now cuts the inside. These guys are working hard.
Is Ty Mitchell related to Riley Mitchell?
They're brothers.
Are they twins?
They're not twins. They're just
Oh,
brothers.
I apologize.
There's your replay.
Nice play.
Good fundamental lacrosse. Skip pass.
Well, they moved the ball again off a little bit of a slide by Gonzaga. And finished.
I was always partial to toe drag, but yeah, guy comes out of control, make him pay.
I'm a little surprised that McDonogh hasn't his last one opportunity to. I don't know what the penalty was for, but they have an opportunity to get.
Simmons pushes it across the top, and here is the hired gun, Griffin Catlin.
Boom.
Gold, Jack Simmons. Our Lady of Blessed Acceleration, don't fail me now.
That's a with both his left and his right hand. There, that time, he is a natural lefty, and he puts the ball in a really good spot. Look at this shot. You know, it's kind of again. I'm a little surprised. You know, he's also risking a freak event, and this team's in the MIAA. They are getting an opportunity.
You'd have to go back.
Made sense to use them. They don't get a chance to practice that all the time. They have a 3-on-2 opportunity at the face-off X, so he clearly wanted to use him to get that ball and give him a chance to even practice their X offense. So far, Coach
Myers. Mudlaugh, little split delicious inside feed. Time room shot just wide.
Myers had an opportunity to can one with his hands free from about 8 yards.
Tell you, everybody who's listening, sign up for the Armor under 28th and 29th in conjunction with the NCAA Men's Championship. We have a timeout on the field, and we will take a return to Johns Hopkins' iconic Homewood Field dismay. The title is up for grabs in this powerhouse conference that features the best rivalry. MIAA Lacrosse, where the stars of tomorrow play for a championship today. Corrigan Sports Enterprises is a service exception to fruition. The premier lacrosse and field hockey recruiting tournaments and high-profile running events. Visit cselax.com to learn more.
Wholesale subs by McDonogh.
Townsend shot. Deflected on its way. It's still a shot. No Thomas looking to make something happen, but it's no dice. And here's Corda. Corda. Pass. Not maintain control of the rebound. We get a flag flying high in the air. I don't know what the record is here at McDonogh School.
Their extra man offense, but Coach Hillgartner is putting his second extra man on the field. These guys are excited to get an opportunity to play.
Sure.
6 on 5. Scored a goal earlier. There's Swanson with the ball. This is Matt Hillgartner.
Matt, brought to you by Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast. Real tidy save there by Merciel.
We're seeing Gonzaga run in some of their fresh attackmen, kids that haven't gotten an opportunity to play. You know, the game's been over really since the, probably the middle of the second quarter from a purely a scoring outcome. Doesn't see regularly in a practice situation and give them an opportunity to show what they have. And the same thing really applies to Coach Hillgartner. Are the kids going to make the right? Are they
family? Ryan Walsh, his older brother, his mom Heidi, the great McDonogh family, and Gonzaga cashes in to make it 14.
He's going to sneak. He makes a really nice catch.
Yep.
10 got caught, not really paying. Second half's been 5-3. Gonzaga settled down a little bit and played a little better. Of course, McDonogh
to take your foot off the gas with the team, or do you just never take your foot off the gas?
Well, it's just human. Guy, and he actually.
The MIAA championships are coming up May 22nd. You guys get to the first round?
Yes.
On occasion?
On occasion.
Doing a great ball.
I think you referred to this sometimes as a hot, sloppy mess.
Yes. Yeah.
As I said earlier, their natural position is attack, so they're getting an opportunity to play a little bit of attack, but they run in with their second midfield unit.
I look hurdle.
Well,
what a great kid.
What really jumps out at you, kids waiting in the wing. Evan Long's a sophomore, so they look like they're good to go for not year.
With Etchison has done a nice job, and Bob NHSLS.
5 or 6 MIA schools. We have attracted teams from 15 states.
Also now time to pick the Under Armour underclass player of the game.
Well, I think we'd be.
Gonzaga scores one. Let's give credit where credit's due. Number with the goal.
At least 1 assist I know of to par, maybe 2 assists. And honestly, I know it seems silly, but in my feeling, Braun's an obvious guy, but in my feeling, watching this game, I think Abramson had a terrific game. He might.
And MIAA?
Well, this is everybody's last opportunity before the league starts. This is McDonough's. It's nothing better than MIAA lacrosse in the spring, and it's an exciting time, starting later than ever this year.
I grow the game. I grow the game.
We grow the game.
And I grow the
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's not full.
Diversified Insurance Industries. Commercial and personal insurance, risk management.
A one-of-a-kind sporting event celebrating equality and inclusion for all people. In Providence, Rhode Island, on May 28th, following the NCAA Division I Women's Championship game.
I got the magic in me.
Behind.
At Lebanon Valley College, with hundreds of college coaches from all levels watching the teams, leading instructional sessions, and
Booker Corrigan here with the Under Armour Underclass Players of the Game, Liam Powderly and Ali. How well your defense was playing.
Yeah, so our defense, we were focusing on just talking and communicating who's hot, which has been a problem this year. And so today,
Liam, the defense just seemed to play.
so we got some nice goals early just by quick ball movement and some good dodges. But, yeah, no, we played really well on offense. 14 goals.
Coming in.
Playing well lately, so we played New Canaan and put up 13 on them. So, I mean, yeah, we expect. And I knew it was a bouncer. It was a tough shot and kind of a weird scenario. So I just figured I'd put it. So tried my best to have that.
I coached Coach Scher.
Really?
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
You know that now, don't you?
I did. Yeah, I like the shades.
Now, tell me, stat line for today, 5 goals? Is it 5?
Yeah.
I thought it was 6.
No, it's 5.
You were You never used to be a hockey guy. Are you a hockey guy or not?
Yeah, I'm a hockey guy, yeah.
You were good choice by you. Now, let's be honest. You played the Under Armour Underclass event last year. Unbelievable, right?
I mean, just such a fun time. Yeah, great event.
Gotta love it. The Under Armour Underclass players, a couple assists next time for the Bookman.
Definitely.
Maybe a couple.
Yeah, definitely.
They both played better than I did today. You liked it when I pulled the shades off.